Bonjour! Welcome to Ural Fishes. My name is Leroy, and in this video, we're going to do a little filter cleaning on this tank here, the 40-gallon, the Mbuna tank. Uh, it's time for cleaning. But yeah, this is just going to be a short video on how I clean the filter, and it's been a while since I cleaned it. So let's get started. Alright, so as you can see, the filters, they're barely pushing out water. And this little sponge filter, it's barely spitting out bubbles. This one looking pretty good. So I'm going to show you how I clean those while I give this a water change too. So first, I'm going to shut everything down. And then what we're going to do here is I'm going to take off this little intake. Take off that intake, take off that sponge that's on there. I put a pre-filter sponge filter on there. It's a homemade one, but why I did that is that to stop the food getting sucked up into the filter so it won't clog up the filter a little more. So it pretty much I just have to clean that sponge filter on the bottom there and give everything else a rinse. And same with this one. That's okay. This one here, I'm just gonna unhook the airline hose and take out the sponge and squeeze out the sponge under water. So I'm gonna do that now, and I'll show ya when everything's all done here. I'll come back. So this is like the before. I might switch up the decorations too, so yeah. Anyways, so we'll be back and this will be all changed up, and I will show you the flow on these waters. It'll be like a dramatic change, but it's been a long time since I cleaned those filters. So it's probably been about 4-5 months now. And these filters will come with like the refill cartridges. So you have to go out and buy some and take it out and put a new one in. But I didn't want that because I'm saving money if I do this. So yeah, what I'm going to do, because this is just Biomedia. And there's another sponge that I have on the inside there. So I'm going to get all that cleaned up and everything else. So take a good look at this, and we'll be back when it's all changed up and the water will be flowing nicely. So I'll be back in an hour or so. Alrighty, although it'll be like a few seconds. Anyways, be right back. Alright, so just a quick look of how I set this up. This is just a piece of sponge that you can buy at the pet store. I believe this was I forget. Anyway, it's a piece of sponge that you can get. It's for another filter that you can like stack up and do your own thing with it. But I like these ones because the motor's inside the tank. It's pushing water in, so if the hydro goes out, it won't have a hard time starting because the motor, the pump's on the inside and it's pushing water in. Now, if that motor or pump was on the inside of the box, it's pulling water in and it's having a hard time and it won't start right away. So if you're looking for a hang on the back filter, make sure you get the one that has the pump or the motor on the inside of the tank. So that way if the hydro goes out, it'll automatically start and refill and it'll start up again. But this is how I set this up. So it's a piece of sponge that just goes in there. It's stuck in there. And then I have biomedia. This is ceramic rings. And you can also pick this up at a pet store, and it comes with a mesh bag, and just put that in there. That will help break up the water flow and have the water flow more nicely back into the tank. And here I have a sponge on here that it's the same kind of sponge that I just put in there. I just cut it up and cut a hole in there and put it around the intake part. And you just take this out and put this back on. And you just put that back on and just snaps in like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning the glass. Clean the gravel up a little bit. And we'll put water back in. I did not touch this filter, so I just left that filter, that sponge filter. I did clean this one, just took it out and rinsed it. And it's back in, so yeah, we'll be back when everything's all back up and clean water and everything will be flowing nicely. Alright, be right back. Alright, here it is, guys. See, as you can see that I cleaned the filters, the water's coming out real nice now. On both of them, they're coming out maximum full power. And we got more bubbles coming out of this sponge here. So that's what I want. And this one's still going strong. And I changed up the decorations. Water conditioner is added. It's all good to go. So I'm going to just cover these up and clean off the glass lid, put the top back on, and we'll be back and we'll close out this video. Alright. Alright, see? It's all nice and clean. Anyway, the reason why I want to clean that filter is, you don't want to overheat it, you don't want to, overwork it, because if you do that, it'll break down, then you have to go get a new one. And well, I do have backups, so it's always nice to have something on hand. If something breaks down, then you already have it, then you can just replace it, instead of not having it. Then you have to wait until it's for the store to open up and go get it, and you don't want to be doing that. So you always want to make sure you always have extra. But yeah, as you can see, it's all nice and clean now. Water's flowing nicely. You can see the bubbles are evenly flowing. But yeah, anyways, it's December 1st. 24 more days till Christmas. Merry Christmas. Not yet, but it's coming, only like 3 more weeks. So anyway, yeah. So I gotta do a water change on this one. And go do water change down. Originally, I had a different idea of what I was going to do this week for a video, but I thought I'd just do a video on the filter, on how I clean the filter, and these filters are good to go for another maybe 3-4 months. So that's the last time I touched that filter was like 5 months ago. So yeah, roughly every about 5 to 6 months, I don't have to touch these filters and just let them go. I only clean them when they're barely pushing water out. That's the only time when I clean them. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. You guys have a good day. Bye, Moppy. Take care, and I'm out.